You're not taking the kids to go see John Wick 4?
What is going on, people? Welcome to the Undergated podcast presented to you by the Undergated Network. I am Coop. I have my fellow members of the podcast with me, CD and Austen. What's going on, fellas?
What up? What up? What up?
Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning, and this is going to be a pretty fun episode, man. Jam-packed episode. I'm going to talk about a segment down the line called the thin line between, and we're going to get into that and a little bit more stuff. But as always, we're going to start off with the greetings. First of all, how's y'all week been, man? How's your week been, CD?
Man, at this point, I feel like it's starting to run together. I forgot, like, this is the start of a new week. But last week was same as every other week. Working against the clock, trying to make stuff happen. Family's good. We're about to go see Mario come down on Wednesday, so I'm excited for that. Hopefully,
Oh, yeah. Wifey like Mario too, right? She loved Mario.
My girl loves Mario. Loves anything Hello Kitty and Mario. So she's excited. Chloe's excited. So I'm excited for them. Other than that, man, it's another day.
You're not taking the kids to go see John Wick 4?
No. I'm taking myself to see John Wick 4, but
See, that's why I'm not a parent.
I'm not a big John Wick fan, man. After the first movie,
Mhm.
just turned right into me, Die Hard. Same old stunts, man. I don't know what else you can really do outside of keep changing the plot.
I
keep killing
love
people.
them.
Yeah,
I love them, but I do understand what you mean. There is only so many times you can see Keanu do a Kimura flip,
Right.
Yeah,
on a
like,
guy, and then
come on,
shoot,
man.
double tap someone in the head, and then his bulletproof suit is now become like invincible. Like I'm pretty sure it could take an RPG like to the face and it'd be fine.
Oh yeah, bro. He has that's main character syndrome right there.
I
bro.
seen
Plot
a
armor.
I seen like I don't know if it's true or not. It said it's going to try to cross over with Equalizer, John Wick and Equalizer.
Ooh,
That'd be
that would
pretty
be
tough.
Interesting.
That would
I'd
be
like to see
tough.
that.
I
That
mean,
would be
but-
I'd like
tough.
to see
oh,
that.
they're both old. That's right. Keanu's pushing 60.
Yeah, Keanu's old.
Jeez.
Denzel's old.
Jeez.
And that's
Denzel's
all
old,
Keanu-
too.
And that's
Yeah.
all Keanu, people scream he's a good actor, but I feel like that's all he does. Though, like any movie that's not that, is he 47 Ronin, he won't that great in. And my favorite Keanu movie is probably Hardball.
Thank you. Come on.
Really?
2000.
Oh, The Matrix for me.
The Matrix.
Yeah.
Austin, how's your week been though, man?
It's been all right. Getting back to the groove of things after my episode. And, just trying to get back into the jam. Working on some kids, working on some stuff, going out, seeing people, trying to just be out and about and not try to be stationary as much. Just getting back into the groove of things. I did have my birthday this week, so that was all cool. Everybody was wishing me happy birthday. Thank you for the wishes.
Thank you.
And
Put in the comments below, happy birthday, Austin.
Oh,
Right.
thank you.
It's a milestone birthday too.
Yeah,
It's a
I'm
big milestone.
yeah, man. I'm 3-0.
And you
I'm
only
officially
30
old.
one time. You only 30 one time, man.
I'm only 31 time.
And
And
you
let me
only
tell you,
29
man,
one time. But you never
oh
know.
my gosh. I'm already wishing the clock would go back. I want to be 25 again.
Yeah.
Just
Tell me
to
about it.
wake up and not have heartburn.
Tell me about it. Oh my god.
We're on the bed and be like, I'm cool. Now we're on the bed like,
It's a fight to get up, huh?
Got the
Oh
choke.
Jesus. Oh.
My back. Ready to call out.
gonna
That might
cook
just be
her.
me wanting to call out though.
Fact.
any slight pain. Oh, I'm calling out. I
Yeah.
can't do
Right.
this shit today.
Be like, boss, I can't make it. Why? I can't make it.
Pains.
Yeah, that's me. But yeah, no, my week has been pretty decent besides that. And I'm just hanging in there. It's all right.
I hear that. Same for me. Same. Nothing too crazy. Chill with the family. Spring break starts over here, so
Oh yeah.
fully in. By the time this airs, we're fully into spring break. So
Oh yeah, that's right. All the kids are out of school. They're having fun.
Yes.
Yeah, nice. Gonna go places with the fam.
no,
No,
I'm gonna
chill.
go to
Okay.
just work. Just
You gotta
work.
work. Well,
works.
sarcastic.
Yeah, I can't. I wish I could tell my job, hey, I'm on spring break. I wish. I
Right.
wish. I wish
I
they could
feel like I'm on
implement
spring break,
everything else.
but I still gotta be at
Exactly.
work too. Shit.
Dang.
But
Don't
other
know.
than that, everything has been chill, a-okay. Can't complain. So let's roll right into breaking and building down that backlog. CD, you're up.
It's a light week for me, guys. The last couple weeks I've been kind of going crazy, and I was like, reassess my bank account for a little bit. So
Yeah.
two things. No manga this week because I've been stocking on plenty of that, but I did grab some new paints. Mr. Color Purple, I'm actually using on my next build, which is that one coming up next in the next subject.
I literally bought
And-
purple the other day too, thinking my next build's gonna be purple too.
Right.
Y'all.
And
Yeah.
then
Fuck y'all. F y'all.
some Char Red. Mr. Color, Gundam Color.
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing with this with some mixing and some taking away. So we'll see.
You think that's
what I-
close
what I
to
got
Char
pumped up.
Red though? You think that is Char
Yeah.
Red?
It's
It-
close.
Because I feel like if it's not salmon, it has to be that dark red. That is dark
There's
red.
two of them.
This,
I
know
pulled it out to test it, and it's pretty close.
And the thing is, the intensity of the red changes depending on what series you watch. So like the original series red is different than the Origins red, different than the
yeah. I like the
this.
Origins
This
red.
is like 78
That Gelgu,
or 79.
that Gelgu red. That's not. That's
Oh.
not.
like
You
so
see what I'm
that
saying?
Gelgu red is salmon. That Gelgu red is salmon.
Is-
But
that
the
is.
Zaku 1 salmon is different red. But the Zaku 2 red
They-
looks like that.
They
And
have both.
another
They
red.
have like the pink too. This is
Yeah.
They have. They also have a Sazabi red. Just where
got
if
that
you
too.
want to get, you got that
Mhm.
too.
Mhm.
I gotta pick up some Mr. Color. The Gundam.
I use that actually on. I mixed that red into the red that I used for that GM.
Mm.
I use that Mad Hatter Red and another series. That Mr. Color line's pretty accurate, dude. Because I busted up in some of the seed paint to start thinning it, and it gave me like a nice Justice Pink, and then that Strike Rouge, that main color, and that it looked pretty similar to it. So I kind of like this line. I'm starting to get some of those colors that I can't really mix that well that I can just get like this.
Yeah.
So it's been pretty fun.
That looks like a good Epion color. You know,
This? Oh, yeah.
That's
I'm-
the red I'm seeing.
I'm actually going to use this as like a kind of like a highlight. So I have another color that's a little bit lighter, and then I have this, to give it that real great two-tone. So
Yeah. Gotcha.
that was mine. That was short and sweet.
That's what's up.
Austin.
So I was gonna take it easy this week. I wasn't gonna get a lot. I was just going to sit down and enjoy, but it was my birthday week, and I was like, you know what, I'll
Absolutely.
just splurge. First, so shout out to Marvin, Hobbytown, also Gundam Builders and Newport News, Marvin.
Shout out Marvin. Shout out
really good
Gundam
guy.
Builders.
Shout out Gundam Builders, really good guy. He now I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm into VTubers, and particularly two VTubers, Subaru and Iron Mouse. So he got me for a birthday a clear file of Subaru. That
Oh, that's dope.
yeah, and it's just a little clear file that you put on your desk or whatnot. He was ordering something from Ami, and it came in. This was a bonus, and he said, "Hey, I'll get this for you." And so now it lives permanently on my little station desk over there. So whenever I'm feeling down, I can just look at Subaru, feel happy.
Just real quick for the listeners, explain to them what a VTuber is, because I didn't know about it until I really sat down with you and Marvin.
Yeah, so VTubers are essentially virtual idols, you could say. But they're just like any other streamer, like on Twitch or whatnot, playing games, just having streams, having fun, stuff like that. But they're virtual, so they have a 3D model that's tracking them through the camera. Whatever movements they do, you have 3D models, and most of them are anime girls. There are some guys out there. Most of them are anime themed. And you can find them. There's major corporations now that support them, and they are published too. So you have HoloLive, VShojo, and a few others out there. A couple of them made their names for themselves, like Botan recently. Pikamine, I think, got graduated, so she's out. Iron Mouse is pretty famous, And Calliope has like a mixtape, rap tape. A lot of them release other stuff, but they're essentially an idol group or an idols, but first ones, and they originate out of Japan, but they have English ones too. But yeah, if you ever seen that meme of a girl dancing with a duck to the "Hey Y'all," that's Subaru. So that originated from her, and her mascot is a duck, and that's why I always liked her stuff first, and then Iron Mouse came next. But that was from Marvin. Shout out Marvin, thank you. Next, I was at Harbytown, and I got this purely for the gun and for the shield because I'm doing a Advanced Zeta project.
Let me get it off of you then. If it's just wants the shield and the gun,
you can have it. You can have the rest of the
I don't even know what it is.
You can have it. I just got it because I've already built it before, and I might take the leg thrust. No, I don't need the leg thrusters. Anyway, I'm not usually a fan of this suit anyway, but I just need the gun for the Hazel. That is the Master Grade MG Mark II.
Let me the fact that you say you can have the kit. I don't need the body. I don't need 90% of this.
let me know what you want for it. I'm fucking eyeing
I just need the shield and the gun.
I just need the gun. I need the gun and the shield, and that's it. That's all I need. And then you can have the Mark II. But yeah, I got that for that, and for the Hazel, so I can make the next generation prototype machine. That all I need now is a Master Grade Primrose, so that's on the hunt. And then I went to Trilogy Comics, and I picked up another thing that I wasn't minting the splurge, but I had to get this. I've been looking for her for a while.
This is in the splurge.
Yeah, an Alice Gear Aegis Mitsumi Kowashi, and this is a Alice Gear, pretty much a Megami device girl, but she's got some pretty cool attachments and weapons. I love the Warhammer, essentially.
Yeah,
and the plan is to build her and probably combine her with a couple of their Alice Gear Aegis stuff I have, and also I just like her design in general, and the color blue, of course, is one of my favorites. So this is going to be on the backlog for now, but I do have plans for that. And then the big one. So he gave me a heavy discount on this product, and I've been looking for these forever. I thought that they might be there because Trilogy Comics has been around for 4 decades. So they should have something like this, but I couldn't find it until literally I was digging through their boxes because that store is very unorganized. But I was digging through the boxes.
Love it.
One box in particular, I went through 3 boxes of art books and stuff like that, and I found this on the ground under the table to the far corner of the store. Give me 1 sec.
By the kitchen?
Yes.
The fact you said by the kitchen.
I know, yo. It's wild.
And he said there's more. Yeah, the place is crazy.
It's wild, but it's like it's almost like it's fun though. I'm gonna do a video next time I go.
When you used to do the toy hunts, like it looked crazy in there, but it looked dope. Jesus Christ, that's a workout.
Hobby Japan magazines,
dog,
still wrapped up, all from either this year or last year. And
those are the ones. That's crazy because he had those at NecoCon for 20 a pop.
He gave them to me for $8 each.
Oh wow,
that makes me sick. I'm gonna have to buy one from you, yo. I have to have something like that in my collection.
And the best one, the one that literally set me off. You guys know this. This is my favorite mobile suit of all time. My favorite build.
Hey, Ray Studio too.
Frame that Ray John Studios. Bro, it's been in the corner, which kind of made me sad, but
it's all right.
It's all right. I can just straighten that shit out.
I heard that you take Yu-Gi-Oh playing card days back in the day. Get a towel, get an iron, and iron that wrinkle out.
Yep, and iron it out. And bro, so it has literally the whole build process and everything. I've seen this before, but I've never actually owned it physically and held onto it. And each one has a small little magazine or a small little poster in there for you that you can purchase on both, and the Verkaw, and as well as the
amazing.
And bro,
that's a win.
That's a win. And just to give you an idea of how many, it's ridiculous. I have the Turn X.
Jesus Christ.
5-star.
You said there was more.
There was more apparently. And here, this is probably going to be do you want to wait, Coop? We'll give Coop a minute. Oh, we'll give Coop a minute. All right. By the way, this is the lucky find. I found a special edition one that comes with the weapon set for the Kokai Senki.
He gave you that for $8?
$8.
Oh my god.
Other Kokai Senki one, but I think the cream of the crop one that's gonna be everybody's favorite.
Hey, I was saying, if you want that, I can send you mine because I'm not doing anything with that shit. It's built, but if you wanted to fuck around with that with the weapons.
I have the weapon set, but Hobby Japan and the tools. But
My fault, fellas. I'm back.
It's all right. Do you want to start again or
no? It's good. We can keep rolling.
All
keep rolling. You want to move
the unicorn?
Which one are you willing to part with?
All of them, probably. No, just kidding. The one that just came out. So all these are from 2022, 2021, and 2023. The Zeta and this one for the 3.0 GPS, and then also the winners of the GBWC for each 3 years.
That's crazy.
Last year's or 2020's winner there is that, and it also comes with a small booklet inside. Each other one comes with like booklets and stuff like that. And I don't know if you saw, Coop, but I have the one with the Kokai Senki.
Oh yeah, I seen it. I saw it.
Yeah. So that was the big major find for.
That's a haul, man. That's
a birthday haul.
That's a steal. That's nuts if you got that for $8 a pop.
So I'm currently running through all of them, and they're custom builds, some other kits, stuff like that. I'm getting a ton of ideas for next building kits and stuff like that. It's this was my favorite. I love this. This was a great find.
Yeah, absolutely. That's how you do it too. Because he had that same stack, like I said, at NecoCon. And I was like, yo, I found him. It was right beside the dude. I was like, yo, how much do you want? Because I'm thinking it's going to be like Austen prices, right? Like it's going to be the price like Austen told me. He was like, oh, 25. I was like, 25? No way.
And he said he had more in the back, that he thinks that he has more. And I took his card, and he has my number, so he's gonna call me if he finds any more. So that's that. And these things are heavy.
Right. I need one off you too, Austen.
Yeah. We're gonna have.
I got cash on.
Yeah.
Well, if you get a chance next week, if I get to Hobbytown for the build, I'm gonna bring all of them, so that way everybody can get a chance to run through each one.
I got you.
And then
next week I should be there.
Yeah,
I should be there.
Dope. And once we're done running through them, CD, I'll give you a hit list of what I've gotten. If anything you want to take a look at, I'll just send it over.
Yeah.
Apparently, it'll get there the next day. So
I mean, apparently, because
you don't have to wait.
Send it on a Saturday night close because it's there on my doorstep by Monday. So I mean,
by Monday, which is insane.
Man, I have to follow. I should have went second. Got to follow up behind that.
Austen 2 weeks in a row were nuts.
Both. I don't blame him too. Birthday, good shit, man.
Thank you. Yeah.
For me, kind of light. Of course, manga wise, we got book 19, the newest book of Mobile Suit Gundam Thunderbolts manga. Got it from Amazon. Came in.
Got that sick Mark II picture on it too.
Yeah.
Here's what this
it looks dope. And I need to get caught up.
It's a Granddaddy colorway Mark II.
Yeah, it's a Granddaddy color Mark II too.
It looks. Isn't that? No, it's not. No, it's not. Say.
Yeah, the AU Mark II and the Titans Mark II. Yeah.
There's a P Bandai Granddaddy colorway of a Mark II too.
So for people that want to read, or that is, pause it if you want. I'm not about to read all of that. But we have that came in, and next one. Shout out to my homie Ricky. He knows that I like Gundam. So remember a while ago I showed y'all I picked up the fig pen. This was one of the original episodes, and pretty dope fig pen collectibles. They have other animes, other shows, Disney, almost like Funko, but not really like Funkos. And they have the Gundam series. So I picked this one up because I couldn't find anything else. He was able to find the rest of the way for me at his GameStops. Oh, wow. So yeah, which is only 4, but I remember when they came out, they were like 15 a piece, and it wound up going down to like $5 on clearance, which is went from 45 to $15. Is pretty dope. So here is the Granddaddy Fig Pen, original Granddaddy RX-782 Fig Pen to pair up with the Zaku 2. There is also a standard version of Barbatos Fig Pen as well. Does not have anybody to go like pair up with. And last but not least, the Wing Zero Fig Pen from Gundam Wing. All these are going to probably stay in this plastic. I'm not going to take them out. And that's
Collectible.
it's a collectible. I want to get another one. So if anybody out there in YouTube or Spotify land, go to your GameStop and you see at least the Wing Zero Fig Pen, hit me up because I do want to take one out and pin it on something if it's not a bag or whatever the case may be, because these are tough. I have some Dragon Ball Z ones, but shout out to the homie Ricky. That is the whole set. I remember when Fig Pen announced that they were doing the Gundam line, I was excited, but I was like, I'm not about to spend $60 for 4 pins. I'm not for 15 a piece. So cancel Christmas on that. But that's all I got. That's all I got in. Not like Austen. Not like Austen. Hopefully, I honestly thought something would come in, but USA Gundam.
Hey.
USA Gundam is USA Gundam. So
Austen, that Genesis coming in yet? The Genesis yet? Still waiting? Damn.
Delayed, son. Delayed.
That shit's overseas still.
It's on a boat somewhere.
And I get it, right? Like, it's FedEx, not our shipping. I got a alert saying your package will arrive tomorrow. I clicked on it. That shit said it was like deep in Florida, like the Panhandle. I'm like, how is it gonna arrive tomorrow, man? Like,
right.
Man, ever since we had we had an informant tell us exactly what goes on with their pre-orders too, where open the pre-order before the numbers are even in, how much they get. I'm like, dude, that's messed up. And he told me that after I pre-ordered the Genesis, like literally, like a day
mind
after.
You, what was that? 2 months ago now?
Yeah,
like early February.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
I see people unboxing theirs all the time. Matter of fact, they made a new one, and that came out already. People are getting
already.
It's all right, man. It's all right. Next up, we have what's cooking. Some projects we working on. Project 23 builds, regular projects, regular photos, figures, articulated, anything y'all do. I mean, even if it's manga, knocking out some manga. So for me, I am still currently working on the Exia. I was able to get the frame for the arms and the white and blue painted on the arms. So the arms and hand is pretty much done. I just have to hit it with a gloss coat. And then we're moving on to at least the waist and maybe the feet. If I can knock out the waist and the feet and then I'll go to the legs, I want the legs to be last. So I'm not done because I got to mask off certain areas for color separation, but feels satisfying working on a master grade, like working through a master grade. So I see why you do it, Austen, man. Like the pieces being big. I don't know about y'all, but when I paint, I save like some certain pieces for the end for like the satisfying feel. Like I was painting, I was painting. There was like the blue shoulder right on the Exia, and I was like, I want to save that piece for the last. So I can get that good. I took all the small pieces and knocked out all the small and got to that shoulder. And oh man, it's coming out how like I want it, which is a good thing. Next is what hurdle, right? Like I tell CD all the time, like, what's next? Is it going to be a chip piece? Is it going to be a scratch piece? Is it going to be a piece? Is it going to be a G reworks that you can't see because I painted it? So what's next? Other than that, after I'm done painting the kit, I want to work on the dial, and that's that's that. I have to probably the week that I come to Hobbytown, I'll bring the probably a girl kit, maybe, because I really want to work on cutting out the Banshee Perfect Grade and a girl kit, and the girl kit that is my last one. The one I ordered is my last one. Is my last one. Maybe one more. I haven't got. I
already walked it back.
but because
don't do that to yourself, brother. Don't,
because what's crazy is right. Like I wanted the Exorcist. I was like, that's my first girl kit. I haven't got that one yet.
Yeah, 5 girl kids later.
Yeah, but I wanted the Exorcist for I like the cross gun. The Fox comes with something similar, so I'm like, I have the Fox, and I'm like, do I really want the Exorcist now, knowing that I have? And then you can get the cross gun, I think, separately.
Yeah, you can buy it separately.
Yeah, so
it's only $9.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to go the whole route of another girl kit, but I have one more girl kit that I have coming in. I need to work on that other one that has the LED helmet and the Fox. So I have technically 3 girl kits remaining left in my backlog. My hand is getting it's getting better, so I should be able to grab the gritter and
grab the gritter
and starts going back on digging out some panels on the GPO2. So
super cool.
That's all I have.
Got a plan.
And yeah, I got a plan. I want to try and get caught up on this Thunderbolts.
That's what it starts with, man.
Get
starting with a plan.
Get caught up on this Thunderbolts, and that's it. What you got, CD? Saw that you posted a few pics.
Hey, man. Hey, so I've been going through some kits, taking breaks. Pulled out the Jagan, started, kind of drawing on what I wanted to do for some scribing. And I'm just like, damn, this shit's pretty damn bare. And it needs a lot of scribing. And I want to, IPMS up here is coming up on the 29th. And they just kind of released their categories and they're a little weird. So it's like 1/144th, like just painted, like no extra decals, no like extra scribing. And then they have 1/144th, extra scribing, details, stuff like that. And then same thing for master grade.
That's what Andy told me they done before, which is called an out of box category, whereas just everything that's in the box, I guess I don't know what they could go. I guess maybe how clean the nut marks. You could probably panel line it. And
so you can paint it. It's the only thing you can change is a paint.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's probably meant for newcomers to the hobby, so they can have a line of chance to win something there, and also probably technical skills. How clean can you make your paint?
Right. Yeah. How clean the workup is. So I wanted to do something that has a little more detail that I don't have to go in and like rescribe, make it look good. So I pulled out that Geminis 01 and then the flight and booster pack, snapped it up, took some pictures, and I've already broken it down. You guys say you save the best part for last. That's dope because I've never thought of that, because when I build, everything's just like a number to me. So I like the ones, which are like whites, the mains. Then I have like 2, which is like secondary color. 3. So I just kind of go down the line. So anything that's white, I just go hit everything white, and then everything that needs to be any of these colors, then I go back mask and same way through. And I just makes it easier for me that way. So I'm in the process. Stick with that.
Yeah, me and Coop are doing it the long way.
Yeah, because if I thought about it doing it like that, but I'm like, I want to pull out this white piece, and it's gonna get confused. It's gonna. I don't know if this goes to the arm or the leg or No, let me just do waist. Every white. I'll be sitting there like, I got about 10 more alligator clips I could put pieces on. But I got 15 white pieces on the leg. Nah,
the amount of times I've broken down and rebuilt this Jagan, you guys would be disgusted.
Once you said, "Oh yeah, I have decals and I've already panel lined it, but I have to break it back down to paint the inner frame," I was already through with you, dog. I was like, "You're a sick man, dog. You're a sick man."
I gotta break it down again.
It gets one build up, one breakdown, and one build up, and that once it's built up again, it's done. So I'm planning on finishing that up. I will go back to the Jagan. That's just going to be a scribing project, and then the MGSD is my baby. I'm clipping that out. I was clipping that out last night, just waiting for the house to get back in order before I really dive into that adventure. And then manga anime wise, I started watching Blue Lock. Everyone's been like talking super highly of Blue Lock. I don't really like sports animes or mangas. As playing sports, like that's just not for me. Like, you guys heard of Kuroko no Basket?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Bro, I played basketball my whole life, and then they like
it ain't nothing like that,
bro. Like they have like superpower. Like they don't got superpowers, but they got superpowers. Like he's like the long range guy, like with the glasses and shit, and like one guy's like the dunker. Like that's just no. I have like very few sports animes in my life. The like Hayuk, the volleyball one, was like the one I was like, all right, this shit's pretty dope. Like I actually like that one. Later on in the manga. Other than that, I don't really mess with them. Something about Blue Lock. I'm about 4 or 5 episodes in, and I'm like, okay, I like soccer, so like this is kind of cool. They don't really have too much of that power shit, but they kind of do. But the way they do it is dope. So I've been enjoying that so far. New season of shows are coming out soon, so I'm excited for that. There was one thing I wanted to talk about with you guys. Solo Leveling trailer dropped. That looks pretty good. Usually manhwas into anime do not do well. They don't look too good. Like King of High School, it was pretty bad. There was another one that Tower of God.
Actually, I liked Tower of God.
You liked it?
Yeah, but
I like the manhwa,
but it was just a prequel.
Yeah. This shit just, I feel like they left some stuff out that kind of like would have explained it better to people who didn't know what it was. If you had a backstory, cool. But there's some shit that I was like watching with a friend. You're like, bro, did they just like not talk about something for like 7 episodes? And
I kind of like that though. I'm not gonna lie, because I never read the manhwa, but I like the mystery of it. I like the mystery of it because it was like promised to be explained. But now I don't think it's ever getting another season. So
the mom was on like chapter 600. So if you want to read, you got some reading to do.
Nah, I'm good.
But no. Same with God of High School. It's like on chapter 600.
Yeah, I'm never going for anything over 200 anymore. One Piece was my last venture.
Sheesh.
Are you still reading that? Are you current on One Piece?
God, no. I dropped it, man. I was just like, dude, I know it's coming to an end, and maybe I'll pick it up once it's actually done, and I know there's a finish line. But years and years and years, and I'm like, bro,
I'm the Walking Dead of anime, huh?
No, The Walking Dead ended. Dude, The Walking Dead ended at least, but this thing is. Naruto is still going on, and now Boruto is now just kicking off in its final arc. Those shows,
finished, dog. 6 years.
I
can't
6 years, bro. Dragon Ball
Part 1,
Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball. Right, Toriyama has been drawing that stuff before I was born.
Yeah, all of us. That's fine. Hey,
and it's still going. Berserk is now, I think, coming. The Berserk artist died.
It's back.
Yeah. He died.
He literally Solo Leveling. The dude died, and we're running it back. We have his son now. I'm like, damn, can we just let him die? Let him die with the other.
I love them, but geez, it's just so long. And that's one thing I got out of graphic novels too. But I'm sorry, CD, I cut you off, man. Go ahead.
No, that was it, man. Like
Blue
Lock, sports anime, not for me, but we're giving it a try.
All right, I feel you.
Real quick about sports anime, also kind of like another pickup. I did pick up digitally, of course, Creed 3. Creed and Rocky franchise is one of my top 3 favorite movie franchises, and just going and watching that again and seeing like Michael B. Jordan's anime takes in that movie. Like I'm watching, I'm like, he did a move. I was like, yo, that's fucking Levias. I know he probably didn't watch it. It's probably Megalobox. I haven't seen Megalobox yet, but it was like in the movie, he did like this thing that I seen on Levias, where it's like the dude throws a hook, Levias moves, and it goes slow motion when he moves, and he's like, there goes my next hit. And that's what he did in the movie. I'm like, yo, it'd be crazy if he's watching Levias. But that's neither here nor there. It's probably happened in Megalobox, where they move out of the way and the shit slow down and open up.
Megalobox is the best sports anime.
Not Baki.
No, Baki's not even a sport, bro. They be out there killing niggas down there.
MMA.
Baki's they're fighting to the death down there.
I want to definitely finish. I
don't
want
know.
to start Megalobox and keep reading Levias.
I know that this they just aired their last episode with Ash Ketchum, but I think Pokemon's probably one of the better sports anime. You have a hero who never wins until he does win, and then they replace him.
Finally,
But that's
25
it.
a
years, right?
long time.
It's over. Yeah.
But that's it. That's all I had. Go ahead, Austin. What you
All right,
working
yeah.
on, bro?
So, jumping on the anime bandwagon, I've been watching a lot of Gundam recently. I rewatched Gundam NT, and I can give you a short review. It's better the second time, but still not as good as Unicorn, and still not in my top 5. So
top 5 movies.
No, top 5 Gundam shows.
Which fine, which is fair. But
Yeah.
movies wise,
Movies?
NT is up there. I mean, it's
For
granted,
Gundam? Well, there's not a lot of Gundam movies.
yeah.
There's only I think there's only 3 that are really pretty much good. I mean, you have Endless Waltz, you have NT, and what else?
Char's Counterattack, Trailblazer.
Trailblazer.
Did Seed have one?
Trailblazer was Seed's movie technically.
No, Trailblazer is 00.
No, Trailblazer is. Oh no, you're right. Trailblazer's that one. I'm sorry. Seed
Awakening.
had Stargazer.
Stargazer. Okay,
Yeah, that's right. Stargazer. And then there's only a couple. I mean, it by default it's in the top 3 of Gundam movies. But I mean,
I'll take it.
yeah, but
Hathaway too. Ooh,
Hathaway. Oh damn, never mind. All right, so it's maybe 4 or 5 for NT. I mean, but there's not a lot to pull from.
Yeah.
But no, it was okay.
You got to keep watching it. You just got to keep watching it. I thought the same thing.
That's the issue. That's the issue, man. Because I remember I was watching. I was watching the Gundam that you guys were all talking about. Wing got worse the more I watched it. Right.
Chill out.
And then and then Unicorn was better the first time I watched it. And then I don't know. There's some shows that were the first time you watch them, they're better. And in my opinion, watching a second time kind of ruined it for me. But
did you feel that way about Witch of Mercury, or did it get better the second time?
Oh yeah, that's right. I've been watching Witch of Mercury again too because they have the English dub out. The English choices are a little bit jarring because I've been listening to the Japanese dub. I mean, Japanese voice actor for so long.
I need to watch 2 of those episodes so I could get the names down packed, man.
Yeah, and they do change the names a little bit. They went from Jewel to Ghoul or Ghoul to Jewel. One of those pronunciation things. But watching Witch of Mercury the second time, I don't know. I think I feel the same about it. Not too much has changed. I really got to see what they do for the second season, and then I think it's gonna really flesh out exactly what the first season kind of means to me.
Gotcha.
But yeah, no, that's I've been watching that and the Spy Family, going through that as well. Still one of my favorite series of all time. I caught all the manga, so I was up to date, and man, I love Spy Family. And then what else was I doing? So RG Azrael's aerial that he gave me, I snapped it up, built it. I'm gonna paint this, so it's gonna take a little bit of time though. But yeah, no, this is probably one of my favorite high grades I've ever built. This and the Lefrif, those Witch of Mercury high grades have been killing it.
They're better. They're the newest ones.
This thing
Are we gonna group build this shit or what, dog? Damn.
We can. Or do you want to do? You got the Dari blade, right? I can get the Dari blade.
All I have is the Lefrif, the Farak, and the aerial. That's all I have. Oh, and the Demi Trainer, Choo Choo's Demi Trainer. That's about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get any other ones though, except for the Zumwalt Heavy and the Tikbalong. Maybe the and the other.
We could do it.
Combine those.
No, we got a whole bunch of group builds coming for the people that's listening and watching. So stand by.
We got stuff. And then for the Jagan, the panel lighting's done. So I don't know if you guys can see in the small details there, but the black is all in there for the panel lighting. There was some damage done right there at the crotch area for the blue paint, but the decal is on point. So I have to redo the crotch area, probably repaint that. And then finish up some painting here and there. So it's still coming along. But I'm coming into some little hiccups here and there to be expected. So
as always,
another 3 days and then it should be okay.
What next? Like Coop said.
What next?
Yeah. After that, I got to do the virtue. So that's gonna be. Yeah. Well, actually, no. Oh, and then for Advanced Zeta month, I'm sorry, I have all my wound warts now. So I have all 3 wound warts stacked up right here, and they're gonna be the Advanced Zeta month of April.
Oh,
So those are gonna be my quick projects.
AOZ. Shout out to More Than One and Nick Models. They running not a contest, a group build for the month of April. They do it every April called AFZ, April of Zeta, I think, or Advance of Zeta month. So check them out on Instagram if y'all like Advance of Zeta, some Hazel, some Moonwart, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, Barzan and all that stuff. Austen loves. Check them out and join in. I might join in. I have the Hazel. I need to finish. I started it. It's started, and I forgot all about it. To be honest with you, it's pieced. It's like the body's painted, the head is painted. I think the arms and the feet need to be. I think I got disappointed because the Titans blue didn't come out the way I wanted it to come out. But
it never does. You have to literally buy the Mr. Color Titan.
That's what I did. I bought the Mr. Color one, but I don't know if it was
the blue number 2 or blue number 1 or Titans Test Team blue, because there is different blues for Titans and Titans Test Team.
Let me see if I have it. Actually, I do have it.
There's 3 different blues, and it's annoying, man. Trust me. Ugh.
There was one I have. I think it might be blue too. And I was like, I was expecting a different color than it came out. Because I used it on the moon too.
So I do have it. So but now you have to start the project. You can't just jump in, right? I'm pretty sure you have to like start it the month of April. So I'm already eliminated. But I have the instruction manual here. It's already cut out.
That orange still looks good.
I appreciate it, Austen. Let's see what we have. So we have the decals for this bad boy ready to go, though. And yeah, pretty much everything is cut out, ready to go. It's just
that blue turned out fine. It looks fine to me. It's a little bit more purple. It looks a little bit more purple because the original one's more darker navy blue, and that one has a little bit more of a purple tone to it.
Yeah,
but when you put a lot of
gloss, I threw a lot of gloss. If you
put a matte on it, it'll be fine.
And here goes the
yeah.
So I might pick this. I gotta pick this back up because it's one of the dopest suits, and I don't have a whole lot left. So yeah, I just completely forgot what I was going to do with it though. So we'll get there.
I have literally all the extra parts you could need to make it a monster if you want. So
a literal monster.
I've built that. I purchased that kit 6 times. So I mean, do you want an extra chest unit or do you want an extra leg?
I got to figure out what extra that you could get put on it. I mean, again, that's something I got to sit down with.
I have that answer.
Yeah, I know. I know you do.
just ask me what you want. I can make it a reality.
And then I got to work on the one that CD gave me. I don't know if I want to make that one all black with some of the blue up there, or make it all blue. The Titans blue. That Titans. We'll talk off because I need that Mark II master grade, man. Damn you, man. I got a real grade. Crying to get out of the box in the storage. Crying. It's already
2019 though.
It's crying. I won't get to it though. I'm talking about it's already like cut up, pieced up, left arm, all. It's just life. Mark II might be the Mark II Titans might be one of my favorite Gundam silhouettes and suits. Really? Top 5 for sure. I love the color of the Mark II. I love the color of the Titans color, to be honest with you. But let's go ahead and keep moving. What's new? Looked on. I know we do normally go on the Bandai guy on Instagram, but not a whole lot was announced.
You had to watch out for all those April Fool jokes too.
Yeah. I saw like with the Master Grade Kshatriya.
Kshatriya.
I saw that.
Right.
Master Grade Verdar.
Right. I seen a cancer. Someone posted a box art for it. I was like, oh, high grade cancer.
Pump fade. Got
Yeah,
him. Got him off his
got
feet.
Me. Ooh.
Got him off his feet. But not a whole lot. This past week, I heard it went out in seconds. I would like to see the fastest sellout time, but the Neo Zeon from Narrative sold out quick. I know a few people that picked it up. I think the restock is coming because a restock is happening in Japan.
Yeah.
Kind of want to get it. Get it. As
the resale prices went up so fast.
1400.
Within 5 minutes.
Yep,
that's
$1,400.
I wish Bandai could drop stats like that. I wish they could say this is the number one the quickest sold out kit. But what skews that is the bots, because I think Gundam Expo, Gundam Expo, I seen the stands in the weapon pack fly in seconds. So I wonder if that Neo Zeon was probably by 9 o'clock, 30 seconds in, it was probably gone. If you won't in the process of checking out.
Yeah, it was it was literally set the site on blaze, shut it down. And still, actually, I think the site's still repairing on the US side because I still can't purchase the Permit Score 6 aerial Gundam. I keep on trying to do it and it keeps on saying error.
It broke P Bandai USA.
It broke. Yeah, I think it broke it and it's still not fixed. It's been days.
I would like to get it again as a collector, but we'll get into that later on. And but that's it for real on what's new. I know they have that metaverse thing go kind of kicking off, not now, but it's going to kit wise.
It looks like Build Divers but real life. I mean, Build Divers but video game.
Yeah, the avatars look a little sketchy. I'm not a fan.
It'd be dope if you could take a picture of your kit and then like get it in the game, that colorway or some shit.
Well, apparently it's supposed to be some way where you can take your custom built kit, put it on a scanner, scan it, and it'll bring all the stuff. But it can't be like too custom built. Like it has to be the same Mark II, just different. Whatever colors you paint on it, or whatever scribing detail you have is probably not going to show up, right?
I need to get back into. I want to start playing Battle Operations. They just announced the Atlas is going to be in Battle Operations.
I saw that. Yeah,
I wish Battle Operations was more than what you can get. If it goes open world like I play on a Switch, I'd like to be on it. Like, because it's a dope idea, but it's too get the mission, go do it. I want to be able to walk around like a fucking city as a pilot, and when it's time for war, jump in a damn mobile suit.
Get Grand Theft Auto mod.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
the Grand Theft Auto mod.
Those GTA mods are hilarious, though.
Yeah, you're right. I'll play it then. That'll
be freaking sick though to play in Los Santos and you're in Hathaway's battle, but you're on the ground trying to like get away from it. That would be dope.
But that's all I have for what's new. Y'all heard anything on the what's new side?
Nah, but avoiding a lot of the April Fool stuff, so I don't even know what is real and what's not right now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. That's the issue.
That's a good point because I didn't want to check yesterday because I had my hopes up. Because I definitely forgot it was April Fool's and like someone had said something. I was like, "Oh damn, bro, it's good."
I did.
April 1st. I was like, "Oh, you niggas."
This one right here.
Make
sure I didn't forget. Make sure I did. At that point, I don't even think it was just look behind your head. April Fools.
Right. Yeah, spring break's canceled. I said, what? Yeah, I gotta go to school on Monday. I said, don't say that because I'll drop your ass off.
Exactly.
Shoot.
Other than that, let's go into hold that thought real quick. MLB popped off this past week, opening day. My Yankees brought home a win. Aaron Judge picked up where he left off. Basketball wise, the Final Fours are done. The championships are set. So we have CD. Who's in the women's? Ladies first. Who's in the women's?
Iowa with, I believe it's Caitlin Clark, who's a certified bucket.
41-point performance.
Yeah, she's a dog. My homie Nate, they played their women's Elite 8 and Sweet 16 were up here. So we got to see Caitlin Clark play, and you got to saw Haley Van Leeuw, who plays for Louisville, ended up losing to Iowa, but both those girls were amazing, he said. And they're playing the LSU Tigers, who've been dominating.
all year. Besides until they
all
played
year.
South Carolina, then it
Yeah,
was
and South Carolina losing. I had them running it back. That team was looking too dominant, but Caitlin Clark is a dog. And then as far as men's, we have the Yukon Huskies going against the San Diego State Aztecs. San Diego State won a buzzer beater last night, which was crazy. Dude hit his second buzzer beater of the year, which is nuts. Hitting a buzzer beater is like one of the craziest feelings you'll ever have.
That's what it be. You think so? We always had this conversation growing up. A buzzer beater shot, game-winning interception. Which one?
Buzzer beater shot.
Buzzer beater shot?
Yeah, buzzer beater shot.
I feel like game-winning interceptions happen too often because especially if you have
so, and it's more on like the team because like you gotta get the pressure to the QB and then you get the pick.
I'm talking
buzzer beater shot.
Last second game winner, because a game winner interception can happen at like minute 35, right? Down by 4, you can pick it off.
Well, I was thinking like final drive. Other team has the ball. They have a minute and 5 seconds to get down, do a 90-yard or 80-yard run to get to the touchdown.
Super Bowl, the Super Bowl pick with Seattle and Patriots. You know when the old boy ran up on it and picked the wasn't off on the 1 yard line. You think a buzzer beater shot is better than that?
Well, I think the game-winning touchdowns usually hold more weight than the game-winning.
If you're telling me Super Bowl, INT, or game-winning NBA championship, I'm taking game-winning NBA championship every time.
Yeah, I think the NBA ones because I'll tell you this: I remember all of the last-second touchdowns. I barely remember most of the game-ending interceptions, but I remember almost every game-winning buzzer beater in the championship.
Right.
So,
okay.
You got to think, that it's like more of like still that team moment though in the football because you still might be one-on-one with the receiver, but that ball has to be not a bad pass. I mean, the guy can definitely be more athletic and get the interception, but in the basketball one-on-one, it's usually like a one-on-one breakdown
versus you. I think you become more immortalized in the basketball realm doing it. Like nobody remembers who the hell Malcolm Butler is now. I mean, some do, but people are always going to remember that Kyrie shot when he knocked down. And so I guess you're right. Yeah, and against the Warriors. So that's a good point.
No, couldn't have had it 3 versus 5. This is like crazy. This is like I don't know if this is the first time, but San Diego State's first time in the Final Four. This is the first time a Mountain West team has even made it this far.
Sheesh.
So it's been a crazy year in March Madness, even for the girls too. This is like I don't know. I was like a 2. LSU was a 3. Like, no 1 seeds made it even to the Elite 8. So. That's nuts.
Wow.
Jeez. Girls, but guys, but no one in guys. No 1 seed made it to Elite 8.
Damn.
Really? You're right. Because Virginia Tech was number 1, and
Kansas lost early. Purdue lost early. Alabama lost Sweet 16, and then Houston lost Sweet 16. Either Sweet 16 or Elite 8. They both got to Elite 8 and lost. But yeah, this is nuts. Can't make this up. That's why it's March Madness. Can't make it up.
Right.
True.
Well, that's all we have for hold that thought. Let us know in the comments below if anything crazy happened in the country outside of the normal crazy stuff that we might have glossed over. Other than that, we go into Creators Corner where we normally shout out some creators. I'm gonna go ahead and go first. I want to shout the homie Ricky out. I just said earlier that he's the one that kind of gifted me these fig pens. Ricky is a YouTuber, toy collector on YouTube, good buddy of mine, collects Funkos, shoes, you name it. Got Aria Pop at one time. He spray paints. He's built Gundam before. He's not real into the Gundam as much now. He's like, again, big G.I. Joe. He took a Buzz Lightyear plane and hand painted it to fit his G.I. Joe collection. Does a room tour. Dope when he comes to posing his figures and stuff like that. And
sneakerhead too.
Yeah, low-key sneakerhead. Got heat. But definitely check him out on YouTube. If you go to his Instagram page, is Ricky Dones R Dones 816, and then you'll be able to get to his YouTube. Positive guy, never seen nothing negative with him, and consistently puts out YouTube videos and toy hunt videos. One of the people that I've watched since the very beginning of YouTube. Ricky's always been a good buddy of mine when it comes to YouTube and just outside of life. So
got that detox for him too.
Yeah, here we go. That's me and a homie. We went when I went to KatsuCon 2021, 2022, last year, I think. I got up, linked up with him, went to his side. Here goes some stuff he's seen at the convention, KatsuCon. I remember I saw this booth. That's
Nike
nuts.
SB.
Yeah, the Nike SBs.
Unicorns.
Yeah. But he's a dope. He's dope, man. And his videos, if y'all like toy hunts or y'all just want to see a pretty dope toy hunt collector, check out Ricky, man. Check him out. Shout out to Ricky again. Who y'all got? CD, who you got up, man? Who you want to show some love to?
Man, Forest Ghost. He's actually a subscriber of the channel. But we follow each other on IG, and man, he doesn't have a lot of followers at all. The one thing I can say that I want to steal from this man is his weathering. He builds a lot. Gundams, Machine Kriegers, 3D models he paints up. To be good at weathering, I feel like you can be a good painter, but it doesn't mean you can be good at weathering, because I feel like you're painting on a lot of stuff for weathering. Like, this is one thing I want to get better at, and just looking at his photos, I've already found inspiration. You see in the backpack there, just the amount of detail he has on there, the weathering, the chipping, the scratching, the oil, the rust. It's great. And when it comes to like doing those Machine Krieger kits, I feel like the more beat up, damaged, weathered, rusted it looks, the better. If there's some further down, but like even like the bikes he has, like I want to be able to put that level of detail where it looks like, all right, like it looks like it could be like a machine, literally. Like
this looks real.
Yeah, like
that looks like
I want to be able
real.
to put that into mine. Like I couldn't even. I don't even know where to start. So, the backpack of Azaku up there, like the arms, all this stuff, like it's like he's out in the real world finding. All right, let me use this. Like crazy. Azaku 2 sniper or Zaku sniper backpack. Yeah, like I want to get my bag to where I can, I feel like I kind of cheat towards clean builds, because I find the weathering hard, and I want to try to break out of my comfort zone and get into weathering. And I definitely look at some of his work as examples of where I want to be. So shout out to you, man. I appreciate you tuning in with us every week, commenting, watching the videos, but also posting dope work. So I'm definitely gonna come steal some stuff from you. So don't be surprised.
That's
tough, man. Tough.
Yeah. Weathering is definitely is a honed in skilled technique like everything else, but you can slap chipping marks and oil stains, but to get it as close to like this, looks like it's been sitting in a storage unit and boom, and here we go, rain. I mean, this looks like a rain streak, right? Like these look like water has been.
Actually, it is. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Rain color streak, yeah.
And that's plot plate too. He also does plot plate.
And the thing with weathering too is that it usually requires at least a bit of education on the subject of how items and structures degrade over time. So if you pay attention, especially to the backpacks, what you see those small scratch marks and whatnot. They're not randomly put there. A good amount of them are like, where would this come in contact when someone's picking it up, or what would it come in contact if it was walking into a room? For example, like this, if someone was wearing the back, you don't really have that awareness of how far back your backpack sticks out. So if someone was going into the doorway or going into a hanger, this could possibly hit the side of the wall, and you can see that reflection over and over again.
That's crazy.
So like it's a weathering is a technique that usually you hone over time, but also takes a degree of just understanding of how things degrade.
Yeah.
And also use cases and stuff like that. There's a lot of research that goes into it sometimes. And you can definitely tell he's done his homework. It's pretty good.
Absolutely.
Really good.
Keep it up, bro. Keep it up, man. Austen, who you got, bro? You want to show some
I got Grill Kits. Grill Kits. That's GIO _ kits. And I was just going by and randomly saw this guy, and I saw the Hazel, and I was like, oh, buddy, he's my buddy now. And as you see, he's got his AOZ Hazel here going up. He's going to use the fuel tanks. But the thing that caught my eye down here was also the weathering he's done for his kits. You see some just really fantastic chip marking. The painting's great on this as well. And Jesus for those listening, we're looking at Gyaradoga. Yeah, and it's nicely weathered, not heavily weathered, nicely weathered. Mm-hmm. So it hasn't been sitting in storage for 30 years. It's been used, and it looks like it's gone through a couple battles. Maybe it's gone through 1 or 2 refurbishments. But it looks like it's been through a bit of the ringer. And the Sazabi as well. I mean, the backpack, the coloring here, it all of it is just top notch.
The flat
looks absolutely fantastic. The flat coat. And once again, like if you see the chipping here, we have it at the edges, but not all around. Here where there's contact with the armor over and over. Yeah, it's fantastic. And the amount of work and Larry put in this, he even has a small base, fantastic as well. And this is an RG, so we're not looking at a big kit. This is a smaller size kit. He's doing this type of fine work detail here and there. So this guy is top notch. I really appreciate some of the time and effort he's gone into to make these things just feel fantastic.
Damn,
right. And this is an example of where weathering it could go a bit too far, because this looks like it's been in storage for a little bit. If you look at an old Russian aircraft that's sitting in the field for too long, you kind of get this kind of rusting effect toward the end of it. But what's cool about this is that it's so subtle with everywhere else around it that it doesn't overbear. It's not overbearing. It looks great.
And it looks like
it's fantastic.
The new Gundam has been utilized. It looks like the new Gundam has been utilized throughout the years. Like it seems like if it's Charge Counterattack number 3, the new Gundam will look like this once she gets to that third movie, if it gets to it, and it's wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bro. Dude, I just want to go spam his page. Wow.
Yeah.
It just looks amazing.
And there you go. It's great. And he doesn't have a lot. It's I think it's fairly new, or just not too many. And everybody's doing an F91. I need to get an F91. Everyone's doing F91, but he only has 231 followers, which is kind of insane. So go out and check this guy out. It's Grill Kits. That's GIL _ kits, and it's really
he has 232 because I just given him his praise.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Definitely, he got a follow from me.
Yeah,
and he's from Italy. Oh wow. That is what's up, man. Definitely go follow the guys we mentioned, and inspiration could come from anywhere. And you never know it, because now I'm in the mood to crack out the Sazabi because of that. That looks amazing. Shout out to him on that. Goodness gracious. Next up, we're gonna, if Austen don't mind, because this is gonna get pretty heavy, so we're gonna skip real grade. Austen's real grade this week. We'll come back to that. We're gonna come back to a lot. We haven't done King of the Hill 30-second game and all that, so we're gonna bring that back in a little bit. But like I kind of peeked at earlier, when it comes to what we're going to talk about, this segment is called The Thin Line Between, and this is going to be the thin line between, are you a collector or are you a builder?
Or are you a hoarder?
Or you're a hoarder. This question stimulates from a comment that we received. There's nothing crazy. It's a good comment. The comment was to CD about, it wasn't to CD, but it was referring to CD, and it was his backlog. The guy said, I don't understand why people collect, have all these kits and don't build them. And we got to talking, and we're like, you know what? I mean, I have shoes that I haven't worn. I have shirts that I haven't worn. So, but that's the collector in me, right? So when does it become the collector versus the hobbyist, and as a person that dabbles in both, when does it
Crossover.
when does it cross over? When does it become when do I turn off one and turn on the other, and or blend it? So for me, I think it goes into not even a rarity, because I don't go searching for like vintage rare kits. I think it goes to, if I wanted a kit really bad, right? The hobbyist in me wants that kit bad. Then the realist Coop is telling me, I'm not going to get to that kit no time soon. But I know how sought after and dope that kit is. I'm going to keep it as a collector's item, i.e., the Wing Zero Perfect Grade that everybody tells me is a terrible kit. In overtime, I love Gundam Wing so much I can't part with it. It was a grail kit of mine, and I don't think I'm going to take it out of the box. I don't think I'm going to take the plastic off. That is just going to be a collector's item. That's easy, right? Because it's a perfect grade. I go, oh, you could easily collect a perfect grade or collect perfect grades. I think another one for me as well. At one point at a time, I wanted to build it. Now, knowing the difficulty of finding this kit and the difficulty in building, not necessarily building, but putting a lot of time and effort, where I could put that time and effort into the master grade, is the high grade Zaku, Psycho Zaku. I think that that one is going to be another collector's item. This is hard to find Thunderbolt kits. I think I kind of want to. The collector in me wants to grab the full armor next time it comes out. I have it. I built that one, but I obviously want to keep the pair together. But it's hard to find Thunderbolt kits, and knowing that one is a sought after one, and I have it sealed, not open, Hobbytown tag still on it, and I have the master grade. I think I'm going to just keep that in box and not collect, and just have that. Once the master grade is done, I would like to put the master grade with the high grade box, with the master grade manual, with the Thunderbolts, the Psycho Zaku cover, with Johnny Young Boss signature, all on one shelf. So what first, I want to bring this to Austen. Austen, are you or have ever been a collector, or are you just to the trade, like shoes or whatever?
Yeah.
It's
No,
easy for shoes.
So my idea of what collecting is kind of partly exclusivity, partly owning something, and partly maintaining that item in the most pristine condition that you can keep it in. I wouldn't really say I'm a collector of Gunpla, only because there are certain kits I just choose not to open for now. And I think of myself as a collector for them for now. And I don't see myself building them for now. That's one of them is the Mark V. I don't see the fact that it was a first edition one. It was the first one that came out in pre-Bandai. All that stuff ticks in my mind as things that I'm probably never going to do. So I'm never going to open it, never going to build it. It's just going to sit on my shelf just as a marker of my
Somebody
ownership.
get CD or some Pepto.
I'm so sorry, CD.
Somebody get CD some Pepto, Tums, Rolade, something.
I'm so sorry.
You get any other kit, Austen. I swear. Man. You had any other kit, he brings out the most sought after kit for CD. Oh man.
So the Mark V, I'm probably not like all my Sentinel suits. I want to build, but a part of me kind of wants to keep them in the box. But the fact of just owning them, the fact that I got them, the fact that they're here. I was watching a video about a Hong Kong lawyer or a Japanese lawyer that lives in Hong Kong who has an obsession with Luca cameras, and he has built an entire museum out of the collection. He goes to warehouses and purchases them and stuff like that. And I kept thinking of trying to amount myself. Am I like that? am I going out and just trying to find rare things every here and there? And I am for
Yeah, the
a certain
magazines you got,
degree,
like,
right?
absolutely.
Like the magazines I have here, like, and some of them are wrapped up, and I'm not planning on opening them. I'm just going to keep them wrapped because I want to keep them in this condition.
Get them graded. How about that?
Or or for a lot of people that don't know, I don't know if I don't, yeah, it's fine to share this. I collect manga, but a certain type of manga, right? And for that collection of manga, I have it all wrapped in boxes. I have 3 or 4 boxes, large of it, that have never been opened. And the reason why is because I don't want them to get exposed to sunlight. I want them to be the same condition in which I purchased them, and I've been collecting them for 3 years. So,
what manga is that, if you don't mind?
A type of arrow manga. Yeah, doujinshi. Oh. Yeah, so I have a ton of those
for the common folk, please.
I have a certain type
plus
of
18 manga.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I have like 3 boxes worth, and I collect them, and I have over I think 300, 400 different
not all doujinshi is nuts.
Yeah, not all doujinshi is 18 plus, by the way. There are some wholesome ones in there. It's just it's all wrapped up still. And they're in my box, and some of them are from Japan, and I like to collect them. And the difference for me between a collector, a hobbyist, and a builder is that you can be your hobby can be collecting, your hobby can be building, and your hobby can be both. The time where it crosses the line for me is when you fall out of love of something. When you're in love with something, you want to take care of it. When you've fallen out of love with it, I think it's kind of like, okay, I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to get rid of it. I'm ready to do whatever I have to do.
That's my problem right there, man. Because I'm not going to lie to you. For the people that's listening, if you didn't know, I used to be a huge Funko collector, and I just fallen out of love with Funkos. Prices went up, stuff like that, but it's hard for me to part ways with it. That's the thing. It's hard for me to sit there and say, all right. I was just talking to my girl yesterday. She was like, we was talking about getting a different storage unit. That's another story. Fucking storage unit prices shoot up through the fucking roof. And she was like, oh, we could, get a smaller one. Are you willing to sell some of your Funkos? In my mind, I'm saying, yeah, absolutely. But heart-wise, it's like, I can't part ways with that shit. I don't know. Maybe it's the time and the effort and everything I did put in, collecting it. Not to take away from CD, but with going back to what I was saying earlier about myself when it comes to collecting, I remember when I started collecting shoes, and it got to a point where if I dreamt about it, I dreamt about the shoe. The week that the shoe comes out, I would dream about it. I remember I had a dream about a pair of foam posits. I was like, damn, I got to make sure I get those, or I want to be sick if I didn't. I'm not that way with Gundam per se. I get that way when it's a P Bandai drop, because I guess that is the FOMO, like the fear of missing out. But I do get that way, like when my heart starts to race a little bit, hands start to sweat when 858, 859 comes up on a 9 o'clock drop on P Bandai, and that's just it's the same. If my brain doesn't know the difference between a P Bandai drop and making sure I'm like third in line for a foam posit release back in the day. So that's where the collector in me goes, man, I need to slow down. Because the rate that we're fucking building these kits, I'm never going to build these damn kits. It's taking me 3-4 weeks for
and that's where the line
for the Exia.
Bro, that's when the line starts to get blurred. At this point, I'm just looking at my master grade line, which I don't know if you guys can see, but my master grade line, which is that entire top shelf there, right?
Shit. God damn.
I've kind of
God damn.
Right, my master grade. Well, shoot, I guess I can do a little bit better one for you guys.
Big boxes too.
Yeah,
those ain't no Wing Gundam. Those are big boxes, dog. Those ain't Wing Zeros.
What you guys can't see is that at the bottom, the entire bottom row of the bookshelves, all the way from end to end, are the manga collection that I have all wrapped up. Right, so it's literally getting to the point where I'm just like, well, I don't know if I'm ever going to get to these. And am I just going to keep them
I don't
forever?
have any more.
Am I
Right.
never going to open them? Am I never going to
Yeah.
get to them? And I don't know. Am I a collector now? Am I just a collector? Not really so much as a builder. I build now part time.
Yeah, I mean, CD, bro. What it like? What do you? What's your take? Now
Right.
you're a shoe collector, so
Right. So I wouldn't say I'm a Gundam collector, because if I was a Gundam collector, something about every time I get a kit, I have to pop the straps to look at the manual. I feel like once I pop the strap, it's no longer a collectible.
Yeah.
So some of these like are plastic wrap just because I haven't built it yet. But when it comes to Gundams, I don't think I'm a collector. I don't want to say like I'm a builder because I don't always build. I just enjoy. I don't know. I just enjoy having them in my mind, thinking of a way that, all right, thinking through that process of, all right, I'm gonna do this to it. I'm gonna paint it. I'm gonna scribe here. I'm gonna do that. And I think that process right there takes me to something new. It's like to a newer kit that I want to work on. So I don't want to say I'm just buying a kit to like get an idea to work on another kit, because at one point in time, every kit I've bought, I've had an idea to like, all right, I want to work on it.
absolutely.
But that has also led me to, to building the next kit in my mind. So like that freedom led me to, all right, let me get this Jagan to the Jagan leading to me, all right, let's knock out this Genesis. So I'm still building, but I don't say I'm a collector of Gundams, because there's stuff I just don't buy. Like I don't like a lot of kits. Like I'm very particular on what I do buy, and it seems like I have a lot, but there's commonality between everything I have. Like the wing kits, I do like the wing kits. I love origin kits, so I have the origin kits. I love the Gygar, so I have those. Kamen Rider. I like Kamen Rider, so I have the Kamen Rider kits. But I just like the building those lines. I don't say I'm a collector. Versus shoes, like Coop's talking about, people don't know. I was a sneakerhead. My wife, she has shoes, Jordans that came out 10 years ago that she's never put her foot into. So I would say she's a collector. I would say I'm a collector of sorts. Like I have, a couple anime tattoos, and those things, I really feel like I collect. So I have different pieces of Cowboy Bebop history. I have like stuff signed by like the original voice acting crew of the anime cast, or I have original stuff done by like the director. Like Fooly Cooley, like stuff like that, man.
You know what? And I would even cut in and be like, a collector is kind of someone who captures a piece of history and preserves it.
Yeah, right, it's just and that's what it. So you don't think? What if Shenlong high grade? You're not gonna have one. You're not gonna keep one on dead stock. Like, would you pick one up in the future?
I have one on dead stock.
That's a collector.
Yeah, and I have the shirt, and that's what I'm saying. Something like that's immortalized. Like I'd get a tattoo. Yeah, that's like a part of history. But I wouldn't say that for all. Like I might keep one, like the Psycho Gundam in box, just because I like the boxer. But I wouldn't say that's a collecting. That's just because I like the boxer. But Shenlong is like ingrained in my soul. So like, of course, that one.
And you know what? Even touching on Coop's point there, I mean, Bandai makes collector items. They make the Nike SB Unicorn Gundams. They make the what is it? Beyond Global high grade, the G40. And what's crazy is that I avoid all those stuff. I do too. Made for a collecting thing, I don't like to get. I like.
Regular. You have to have that personal, like something that there has to be something there that you really like connect with.
Absolutely.
And all that stuff you're naming, like, exactly. Like, I don't have any Gundam collector memorabilia, because like that stuff, it didn't hit me like Coop was saying. Like Shenlong found me in a certain part of time. Like you love like the unicorn stuff. That stuff hits you like everything. Like Austen in your Sentinel collection. Like when you find something, you really connect to that, and you're like, all right, I need to have more of this, because like it brings that familiarity to you.
I think also with me, it goes to in a vision, like a vision. Like I have a vision of what my perfect man cave looks like, and I have a vision for where I could put a unopened Wing Zero perfect rate box. I have a vision of where I can put, like I just said, the Psycho Zaku once it's fully painted, the Master Grace fully painted, and everything, that I could piece together in a DTOF with it. Like I have that vision, and I don't see I don't go out and seek kits like I seek or sought after Funkos. I don't go and say, oh man, I haven't seen there is a new line of Gundam wing kits. I need to go and not open the box, but like the Gundam Converge figures, I'm collecting these. I mean, the final battle version of the Banshee is one of my favorite Gundams of all time, and I'm going to keep this in box. One, I don't want to lose pieces. Two, is one of my favorite suits, and it's a little trinket, right? So, but it gets to a point where it's like, why? You know, like why not take it out of a box? Why not paint this? Just like with these fig pins, right? Like I said earlier, I'm not taking this out of this plastic, right? I mean, fig pin itself might go under, belly up, whatever the case may be, but I'm not taking this out of the plastic. I'm not taking it out of the hard shell that it comes in. It's dope. I think that, like you said, Austen, if there's a balance, and if it's the thing about like the Supreme and the SBs, if I could have got it as at retail, because the SB shoes were like 130, had the link, didn't get selected, no sweat off my back, right? I didn't lose any sleep.
Yeah.
If I got them, would I rock them? Yes.
You'd rock
probably. I would probably rock them. At least the Banshee ones. The white on the unicorn one, I would have probably tucked away. But if I was able to get the Banshee ones, the Banshee would have been once in a blue moon rock, like once every like 4 years or something like that. But I have shoes that I was like, for an example, I have a pair of copper foam posits that came out like 2015. I was like, oh, I'm wearing this. First time I put these on my feet is going to be her little mama's graduation for kindergarten. Haven't put them on my feet yet because she didn't have a graduation. So that I envisioned that. And so everything that I collect is like an envision. But I know that I do have a problem. Because that's where
I think we all do.
Yeah, because it's tough, man, because we know that we're not going to be able to build all these kits. But I guess when we're ready to, maybe, I don't even know. Does it get to a point? I know I'm talking a whole lot. Does it get to a point where a kit sits in the backlog for so long it doesn't even matter at that point? And what does that become?
But
you know, we all just trade kits around. I thought we all just trade. Like I had shit in my backlog.
Yeah.
Austin.
Yeah.
Austin,
we've got kits. We've got kits in deep storage that we got them probably because we wanted to build them, or just because we liked the suit, and we enjoyed the fact of owning it, of purchasing it, and it is now mine. I own this piece of Gunpla, right? And then once that feeling eventually fades away and dilutes with time, then that it's not really worth to you as much emotionally. So you freely get rid of it.
What do you do
to the
about
point now, though?
Kits, though?
But
that's
now
my question.
I give them away. I accept the fact that some kits I just enjoy buying, and then I literally give them away for free sometimes because I just like the idea of buying it or owning it.
I have to do that. That's what I do. Just like the battle log kits.
I'm literally buying it for a weapon.
And I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Not even gonna lie to you. And I appreciate that side of you, man.
I'm not gonna build the whole thing. I'm not gonna keep it. I already know the Mark. I built the Mark II AU years ago. It was actually my first master grade ever built. That and the unicorn. But
might be using a giveaway down the line.
Ooh, right. I was gonna say that's a good trivia.
There you go, trivia. So write that down, people.
Yeah, write that down.
Listen, what's Austin's first master grade?
Yep. And then I was just like, well, now I've got to the point where the things I build, the things I buy are things I know I'm going to build. And some things I own, I know I'm not going to build, I'm going to keep. So I kind of make that decision in my head already. There's some of those mangas that are still wrapped up in the plastic for now 3 years, kept away from sunlight, and I've already told myself I'm never going to open them. Just some people who are in the community that know what we collect, and they all are like, "Do you buy doubles? Do you buy more, or so that way you can open and view it and enjoy it?" I'm like, no. In my head, keeping it in that plastic is the
equivalent.
The equivalent of being able to enjoy it.
I got a Tokyo Ghoul box set. And I've never opened it, and I never will. And I'm not buying any more just because I know, like, I'm never going to open
Pandora
it.
Hearts. The Pandora Hearts chest set one. That thing is amazing, and it's immaculate, and it's been kept out of sunlight as well. So
I guess you're right, because I do have the Gundam Wing and 00 collector's edition Blu-rays, but I've opened those though. I couldn't help but open those. Nothing told me in my head, don't open this. It's a collector's item. But something's in my head now telling me, don't open these. And it's fake pens. Don't open these.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is, you go when you collect, you know this is the collector's pile. I am not. Both of y'all. I mean, y'all like, this is the collector's pile. This is meant for collecting. It doesn't turn into a collecting. Is that what you're saying?
I feel like sometimes I don't even search it out. If it comes to me, like I'm not actively searching for like Cowboy Bebop. That's like one of my favorite shows. But when I see something like come to me, I'm just like, all right,
yeah,
it's collectible. Like it's just straight to the collection.
What are we doing with these collectibles though?
Just keeping them and displaying them. Mine are displayed.
Yeah, mine are on display.
Yeah, you guys can't see it in the video, but I have a display
under,
and I have a display over my closet, and I have a display in a little nook area of my apartment too of something else. So, and for me, getting up in the morning, going to work, I look at it and I'm like, okay, I'm going to work because I want more of that. Right? It's a bit of an inspiration to get me through the day as well. That's how much I love some of the stuff that I collect. So and also it's just nice. I enjoy having it.
So what do you have now? Pose this out there for both of y'all. Just like I said with Psychos. Let me hear both answers that you have that turned into a collectible. Meant for hobby, meant for building, like my Psychos album, like the Perfect Grade. Do y'all have anything like that turned into a collectible? Because now that I think about it, I have majority of the battle log kits. I don't think I'm ever going to get to that live lance.
Ever.
Maybe since the P Bandai Death Scythe Hell is out, maybe I could do like a pairing.
These wrapped up High Mobility Zaku 2s, Black Tries. Wrapped up, I probably will never open these or take them out. I have still 2 more, but these ones, Black Tries is my favorite colorway of a suit. The Master Grade, this is a double, and I don't think I'll ever open it too. So that I've definitely turned that into a collection. I kind of want to have all the Black TriStar kits, like even the Zaku one, the other. I have the high grade, I have the real grade Zaku. So now that you say that, that's funny because I definitely.
It's they turn it. Yeah, that's dope. Like if you could get I saw it on USA, but I sold out. I was going to get it like $7.99 a piece. I was going to get it for fucking 2 of us for everybody. It was the Black TriStar Horror. I was like, that'd be pretty dope. That would be pretty dope. But you have anything that's, I guess, it's easy for Gundams, or you be like, yeah, fuck it, I could part ways with. Like with me, that Transformer Flame toys I have a lot of them. I sought after them, and I'm like, I just don't know when I could get to it. So that is the one of the things I have.
I was taking count of literally everything that I have, and you know what? The mass majority of it I do want to build. There's probably only 2 kits I would probably keep in box forever, and that's going to be that Age 1 Full Galanta designer colors version and the Mark V. That's probably it.
So you were planning on building that Mark V, but you you didn't.
I bought the G rework decals for it and the metal parts, and I have everything I need for that.
Okay.
I'm
gotcha.
sorry.
I'm trying to help you out here, big dog, but you got to give me something.
Sorry.
He made it worse from the beginning. I mean, like he was like, "Yeah, I got the Mark V. I'm not gonna build it."
I got the
now this time around.
I got the decals.
I got G reworks. I got the metal frame. I got the stand. Man, I got everything that's not gonna be touched. CD, can you believe it? Can you believe it, Mister?
One man's trash is another man's collection, huh?
Hey, you know what? I said before, I've fallen out of love with things. It might be one day I fall out of love with that. And you know what, brother? It'll be all yours. I'm not even going to charge you for it. I'll just give it to you.
I will fly to you.
No need. Apparently, the mailing's faster.
Hey, at this point, fact.
Yeah,
that shit gonna be here next day.
It'll be there 16 hours.
What is something that you like? I know I'm going to collect it, but it just doesn't. It turns into all right. Fuck it. I'm gonna
some video
games
I
open and something like that.
Yeah.
Because I want to collect the Sonic Mania.
I bought Sonic Mania 3 times.
Oh, so did I. On every fucking system.
Yeah, I bought it in every system, and then I was gonna buy it a 4th time because I wanted to keep the Nintendo one because that came with the booklet and the art thing in the plastic, and I ended up opening it. So now I'm on the search for another one to buy that one, and I'm gonna
Sonic. Yeah, I have it on a PlayStation, Xbox, and a Switch.
I have it on all 3 too. Yeah.
Damn, man. Look at you, man. I'm a big Sonic. I just need the moment that they drop Sonic Adventures on the Switch, my life is made.
Yeah, Sonic Adventures,
Epion, RG, and Sonic Adventures 1 and 2 on the Switch. I'll die a happy man.
It's complete. It's complete.
You got the Epion, so you're halfway there.
Yeah. Bruh, and Sonic. Let's see, and Ace Combat. So I purchased Ace Combat now. Ace Combat 4, 5, and 0. I have purchased a total of at least 8 times. Because I've purchased, sold, got rid of, purchased, and now I have Ace Combat 4 completely in the plastic. And I've now gotten to the point where I'm just like, I've already played it, I've owned it, I've sold it, I've done everything I can with it. Now I still own it again. I'm never getting rid of it. I'm just never gonna get rid of it. This is gonna stay in the plastic. It's out of the way. It's in the box. And till the day I die, I'm gonna have my grandkids around me like, back in my day, this was the greatest game ever made.
So we could get ahead of it. No, my fault, CD. What you got? My fault. I'll bank that question for a second.
I think I'm slowly getting back into sneakers a little bit. A particular brand that I did not mess with. That's the other
Saucony.
Is New Balance.
Recreation.
New Balance.
Oh, New Balance. Yeah.
Oh,
damn.
Shit.
Hey, I got a crazy story for you real quick regarding Creative Rex.
Creative Rex. I haven't heard of that in a minute.
They used to sell it like crazy at Nordstrom's Rack, but my homie Nate talked about him before. Prom night. We were at prom, and this guy wore Creative Rex to prom, right? We get back to the hotel, we're out kicking it, and this man cannot find the tongue of his shoe. The tongue of his Creative Rex was gone. Like it was never there. But we have pictures of that night in our tuxes and stuff with the tongue there. But between, I don't know, 8 and like 3 a.m., that tongue is gone. And he's like pulling people's shoes out, trying to take their tongue out. Because he's like in disbelief. He goes, bro, I don't know how this happened. And like, this is ingrained in my story because I don't know what happened to his tongue to this day.
The tongues didn't come out.
Quality.
Right?
Right. That's what we're saying. They're not detachable, but it was gone. Like, lace is still there. It's just no tongue.
Holy
I will bring Nate on this podcast so he can tell you the story because I'm still disbelief.
It doesn't shock me though. I had 3 pairs of Creative Rex and they all fell apart.
Bro,
they all fell apart by year 1.
What a time to be alive during the Creative Rex era, because that was
Creative Rex and Black Label.
Had a grip on us.
Oh my god, they were everywhere at one point, and now they're nowhere.
Right,
man. That's what
they got wet and just fell away.
So we get answered because I feel like this could be a question left in the comments. What is some of y'all's most high value, not value, because that's subjective,
prized possessions?
CD, what you got? What's
couple things. Like I said, I have it's almost like a script signed by the original voice acting Japanese cast of Cowboy Bebop. My homie went back to Japan years ago and brought that back. I also have a signed magazine by the entire cast, like all the main voice acting Japanese cast of Code Geass. And then I have a couple signed Funko Pops that like Fooly Cooley is one of my favorite anime, so I have like a couple signed pops for them, a couple signed Cowboy Bebop pops, and then just some more vintage like memorabilia, VHS tapes of like Trigun and stuff. A lot of old animes, 90s era animes in VHS form, like pristine condition, stuff like that. Like that, like really. I'm a big anime manga nerd, so like that shit like that, like is what I love.
Yeah, for me, it's gonna have to be Ace Combat Zero. I have the Platinum Hits version, and I have the regular version. But on my Platinum Hits version, I have it signed by the actor who played Pixie. And Solo Wing Pixie is one of the pilots that was your wingman, and he was also an actor on Are You Afraid of the Dark? I'm blanking on his name right now, of course, but a buddy of mine was able to get his signature, so now I have the game Platinum Hits Ace Combat Zero with his signature on it, and that's in my box too. That's just gonna stay with me forever. Actually, matter of fact, I might. Yeah, something about sign stuff like that knowledge from the crew, which is pretty dope.
Well, that's what's up. I think with me, it's I'm not gonna say all, but it could change because of what the world is turning into when it comes to these superhero movies. But I think my comic collection, I don't know if I could part ways with that. I have because you just never know when something could turn high value or high like Invincible Iron Man #4. I remember I was looking for that one for weeks and found it, and that's the first ever appearance of Riri Williams, who's now in Black Panther 2. So some of those comics, especially like I have the Uncharted collection that I can't part ways with. There was only like 6 of them. Those comics by Dark Horse. Another set of comics that I honestly just can't part ways because of the signature is the Book 0 edition of Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, all signed by the original, besides the yellow one, all signed by the original cast. Luckily, he was able to get Jason David Frank to sign the holographic White Ranger cover. Got the original got the original Jason, Billy, Zach, and Kimberly from the original. So each one is signed it in their color, and can't get rid of it anyway because it says to Anthony. So, and shoes wise, Funkos, I don't know. At this point I could probably part ways with the majority of my Funkos. Maybe obviously not the signed ones. Have Goku Super Saiyan 3 signed.
The Vegeta collection, you gotta keep that.
The Vegeta, yeah, I gotta keep the Vegeta collection.
Oh, you're right. I have a bunch of comic books too. I just remembered. Go ahead.
Yeah. And model kits. I don't think those 2 I said earlier I could probably part with majority of my backlog, but those 2. Maybe this one has been sitting on the front of my mind to build, but the collector in me is telling me no, which is the RG Phoenix. I want to move that up because it'll be a simple build. It's obviously not painting. I would paint the feet and the frame.
Is it the that gold coated one?
Yeah, and that gotcha. and only the RG only comes in that, and it's better than the HG because the RG has the rope, a flexible wire for the tails, where the high grade is like a chain link trash. It's trash. But
it's terrible.
It's terrible. It's terrible. I remember I wanted that one so bad I got it, and the gold plating was used to make it tight, and you do a lot of you try to flex it around, it starts rubbing that gold plating off, then it starts to fall off. So it's that one has been sitting in front of my mind to build. This is, I don't know, I can't remember. I've been seeing it a lot on my feed. I don't know if y'all
back on P Bandai.
Yeah, it is.
If anybody listening wants to take a look at it, it's on P Bandai right now, I believe.
Somebody built it recently. At least the Phoenix has been on my feed as somebody built it. I don't know if it's the master grade or not real grade, but it has the tails going around it. It's been showing up on my feed, so maybe that's the reason why I want to build it so bad. But those 3, I think I could part ways with a lot of stuff. Will it be a hard decision?
Right.
Yeah, just right now. I think the endless waltz are turning into collectors, and I don't think I'm ever going to get around to building and painting those.
So
if you guys told me I couldn't build ever again, I would only have 2 kits, and it'd be the Shenlong high grade and Shenlong master grade. You could talk me out of all these kits. It'd be a hard talk, but you could talk me out of everything.
Once I get my Zeta Plus,
yeah,
bro. Once I get my Zeta Plus master grade, I'm right there with you. My
that's
Zeta
a
Plus
good point.
C1, that's the one where I'm gonna keep no matter what. And you know what's crazy? I've gotten back into collecting boards again because I used to collect longboards and skateboards.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. So I've gotten back into there's some that I've been eyeing at, and I've been buying some decks and get some.
Do you skate too, Austen?
Yeah, a little bit, not as much as I used to. I took a nasty fall, and ever since then, once I started getting old at 30, I realized that these hospital bills are expensive, and ambulances are not free. So,
yeah, $533 in Virginia.
Brother, you could see the hospital from where I was at. If you move one house out the way, I was on the ground looking at the hospital. Ambulance had to come pick me up because I was by myself. $800.
Got that
30-second ride, $800.
Bill in the mail for my accident, $533 to ride a half a mile down the road.
Yeah, $800 for a 30-second ride, and they cut my socks, so I had no socks.
Wait, that's a good point though, CD. If I had to part ways with everything, I think it would be everything but the what I named and the endless waltz master grades. I don't think I'm ever going to get to those, and I don't want to.
Mm-hmm. And I think I'm probably going to part ways. I'm okay with parting ways with my longboards because I don't ride them as much, and I want them to go to somebody who enjoys them. And all mine are old stuff. So
this is fun, man. Talking about the collection and going down the line and thinking about some things that we could part ways with. Obviously, if people comment down below, let us know some of the stuff that you collect. Maybe shoes, longboards, coins,
right? Whatever.
Yeah,
ties. My dad's a big collector of ties, hats, and cigars. Like whatever.
I know a guy who collects wheels, urethane wheels for skateboards and longboards, and he has over 900. And he has literally a whole area. I know in his
people
house
that collect guns. So if you collect guns, you know,
I thought about getting into that, but I don't know.
That's expensive.
It's really expensive.
You talking about 400 and 500 a gun?
I saw one gun I really wanted. I wanted an ACC 300 blackout, and I was looking like, I can probably purchase that. $5,000. That's without ammo.
But let us know in the comments below. And let us know what Gundams in your collection, in your backlog, you know what, this isn't going anywhere. That Epion when it drops is not going anywhere. First edition Epion, not going anywhere. That's why I need 3. I need maybe 2. The hoarder in me says 3. I'm definitely going to paint 1. Y'all already know I'm not.
When does it come? When do you go from a collector to being a hoarder?
Now,
when it's uncontrolled.
When is that a thin line? When you just have to feel the need, the urge, something. Sometimes I feel like that. Damn,
when you start buying things to fill in the gap of being lonely.
Oh yeah,
an empty hole of you being lonely. But you see, you guys have families and loved ones and kids. I'm over here collecting skateboards.
Don't worry about it, man.
30 years old.
For you, it shifts. You're when you're lonely. When I say fuck it to a bill. When I'm like, you know what, fuck that phone bill, I'm getting this kit anyway. That's when it becomes a problem.
Right.
That's when
when you're choosing between dinner and a kit.
Yeah.
So what?
I don't need toothpaste. I can go 4 weeks without brushing my teeth.
Like we've said multiple times, I'm like, damn, I spend $20 here. Let me just not spend that $20 that day, and I can just go ahead and save up $20 for a couple of days, and that's a kit right there.
Grocery shopping. Man, food's an option.
Hungry?
I only got
too bad.
1 week. Yeah.
I gotta get that.
You hungry, kid? You hungry, kid? Don't worry. Just hold out for another week and a half. Papa's got to get this Gundam.
Let us know down in the comments below. This was a good conversation. I think we should bring it up every so often and check on the collection. See if
check in.
Check in and see if anything has changed.
Yep.
Anything has changed. Because this is That's collectors.
It'll also give CD enough time to keep asking me if the Mark V's on sale yet.
Yeah.
Right. Mark 5 checking.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm gonna rearrange my
Check it.
backlog just for you guys because someone clearly like they don't like the way it's.
No,
organized.
man. I like it. I like it's like a collage. But no, keep this.
I literally
shit
like
out of it.
because it's like your call sign, your wallpaper call sign.
Yeah,
Like the
absolutely.
CD here, he's got the wall. Right?
Yeah,
Mine isn't even nearly as impressive. Mine has gaps. Yours is like literally packed.
Nah, all I see is monochrome boxes over there. So.
I know. He has a
Yeah, that's kind of a
Bandai hits him and was like, "Hey, man, we got to go to the bank. You
Well,
are
right.
Bandai's."
They keep making suits I want to build as
Right.
P Bandai's. If they freaking release them as regular releases for once, God.
Once y'all start seeing Austin's P Bandai of his A or Z kits going down, you know Bandai has them in, and it's going to be a
Right.
P Bandai release on their website.
They already
So,
got me.
Once those boxes in the back go down, Bandai has got the shipment in from Austin, and then Bandai will then pass that shipment on out to the consumer.
Right.
Because Austin is the who Bandai goes to for AOZ
Right.
kits.
Oh man.
Don't
He's a
forget, use
distributor.
hashtag Undergate Project 23. Undergate Project 23 for your Undergate kits. I got a lot for your Undergate Project 23 kits. A lot of people hitting us up. I'm trying to figure out because I got a few people hitting us up and I was like, yeah, man, what are you working on? I'm not gonna let you know. Can't let you know. So, obviously that's competition ready kits, and I fully understand. So
I hear you.
yeah, I hear you. But don't forget, use the hashtag Project 23. We're gonna do on the next Project 23 update. We're gonna bring up the hashtag on Instagram and see what people have been doing, and maybe throw a giveaway out that day. See who's used the hashtag the most, or who's been riding since the day the hashtag came out, whatever. But don't forget to use that. Check out Vulcan Hobby, vulcanhobby.com. Use the code Undergate10 to get 10% off of your order at Vulcan Hobby. They're doing some great things over there. Make sure you follow them on Instagram and things like that. Check them out. And also this week, we're going to double up. April 7th is already Gundam Wing Day, Operation Day. That's if y'all watch Gundam Wing as
Operation
a Gundam
Meteor.
Operation Meteor
Austin's
Day.
been holding his tongue for this, so make sure you guys
So,
tune into this. Austin's been
Tune
waiting.
into this. We have special episode like we normally do for y'all, but this is going to be Gundam Wing themed. That might be the last time.
I already know.
We might have a vacancy. We might be taking applications on this day.
You might be surprised at what I say,
You might be surprised.
and you might not.
Austin, it's on you, buddy.
I got some
Go
hot
ahead
takes
and,
too. So
Go ahead and wait a
I
minute.
got
Let
plenty of
Austin
hot takes.
take it away. This might be his last Undergate podcast episode. So, Austin, from us, from CD and I to you, brother, it has been real.
Hey, I just want to say this is against my will. I will be pressing charges. This is unethical on all grounds.
This is
And I feel like I've been
you
targeted
are-
personally
no,
for my
sir.
beliefs. Thank you.
Don't worry about it.
Yes, Your Honor, I was abused, and it was a
You
hostile work environment. I have evidence and proof.
Your
And,
VPN is popping off in Virginia. You know that Virginia is a right to work state. They can fire you for any reason. Don't need to tell you. So,
and Your Honor, I believe this reason is too far and too extreme. And as you could tell, I was clearly hostile the moment I walked in. Your Honor, I rest my case.
but don't miss out on the Gundam Wing episode. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I'm a big Gundam Wing stan. So check that out on Friday, April 7th. Check that out. And until next time, I have the homies CD and Austen. Austin's, I don't know if the peace sign is a peace out or he said help me. Blink 3 times.
yeah.
So Definitely check that out. Until next time, though, I'm Coop. That's CD. We're the Undergated, never underrated. Peace.
it was against my will. Help.
Until next time, people. Thanks.
Deuces.